So most personal injury attorneys will all use it and primarily focus on day parts. I mean, that's their bread and butter. Most of their money goes in those day parts. It's too crowded. So for me, I'm actually unique in the sense that I will buy higher profile TV that's not DVR'd and then try and get bonus and things like that, if that makes sense, to try and still be relevant during the day, but it seems like there's a lot of competition during the day parts for me. I would say you have to have a great online presence. So that's either AdWords, or kind of a Google AdWords pay-per-click campaign, or very strong organic presence. Because people are going to see you, and you're supposed to give a good, and we're trying to do this now is tie our name with a really strong benefit. So everyone will go, oh, the Advocates, and that's our name, that means this. And then, when they see it, they go, oh yeah, I like those guys when they go to search for you online. But you have to, I would say it's critical that you have a good online presence. Probably different than, I'm not talking Facebook or display ads, I'm saying more organic and pay-per-click kind of campaigns. To be honest with you, I didn't want it to be about me. I was embarrassed. I'm a personal injury attorney. I don't like most of them standing up going, hi, look at me, I got $1 million. I just don't like that feel. So we picked something that resonated with what we wanted to accomplish and who we really were. So we came up with the name The Advocates, that we could brand around this concept of we're there to help people. We're available for people. So rather than me being in the commercials trying to sell people, we've used testimonials, or we've used actors or different people to come in and put together a good commercial that really tries to sell a benefit. And then our placement, I've actually gone mostly direct with TV buys. I use an agency sometimes, but oftentimes I'll buy direct specifically because I think I can be more strategic using a rep and kind of drill in on a station's actual, what they're best at. If you get a good rep that's really trying to think of good benefits for you and they're thinking about what you're trying to accomplish, I love that. I love my reps. And to be honest with you, I have stations that because I have a bad rep there, I don't even buy with them. So it's like, for me, critical having a rep that cares about people. I would say all of the big personal injury law firms out there, TV is their primary means of reaching the public. I mean, if you're going to be a big player in personal injury, you have to use TV. Otherwise, you just can't get the reach. So in that sense, at least in our world, TV is a have to. I think there are a lot of ways that lawyers, in divorce lawyers or whatever it might be, any kind of law, I think they could be very strategic using TV to brand, to come up with a good brand, a good benefit, and really do well. The thing about TV is you have to be committed. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the short run. If someone says, oh, I've got 3 months, I just want to I'm going to try it. It's like, no, you'll lose. It doesn't work that way. You have to be in it for 3 years, and then you really start seeing the benefits of TV. The other thing that I tend to recommend, or that we have tried that seems to work, is kind of double spotting. We tried using 15 seconds spots, kind of bookends the concept of 15 and 50. That did not work. We actually, it kind of threw us off because we were getting more calls, but they were less qualified. And so actually using 30 second spots are better than the 15s, but kind of front loading the week. So you kind of do that. And then we try and double spot programming when we can, to make it look like we're on all the time, maybe even if we're not. So even in some of these big programming events, if we can afford to do a double spot, it makes a bigger difference. You get more than double your value when they see it back to back in a big program. I personally spend, for our company, probably 70% of our budget in the first quarter. And the reason for that for me is that that's when I think more people are watching during the winter months. There's less competition, so the rates are better, more people are watching, and in addition to that, a lot more accidents tend to be happening during the winter months. So, and especially right after Christmas, it seems like there's a lull. People are doing all the Christmas stuff. So January is our sweet spot. We spend most of our money in January.